My name is Jenny Bruce. We're very excited to be here today. We're going to be talking about social media secrets to help boost your holiday revenue. So before we reveal all of our lovely secrets for the holiday, I want to introduce my social media team at fairmarketing.com. Of course, you can go to fairmarketing.com and learn all about our business. We do SEO, we do pay-per-click, but of course we do social media as well. Is what we're going to be talking about today. My amazing social media team, which we call Upsocial at Fair Marketing, is Joelle Herrera, myself in the middle, and then the beautiful Carly Blevins. So we work together and we help with the brands and promote the messages and amazing things across the platforms on social media. So we're going to be telling a little bit about the secrets and giving you some hints, which we've never done before, so we're really excited to share that with you all today, about how to do that specifically during the holiday season. No matter what industry you are in, no matter where you are in the world, you can definitely benefit from these secrets on social media. So let's dive in head first. So what we're going to cover today, we are going to cover several different things. If you could please hold your questions off till the end. We have a lot of information, but we're definitely going to get to you if you have any questions on the webinar or in person. The first thing is, of course, like Craig said, we're in the perfect timing because we need to strategize early. When the mega holidays is first coming up, just 2 weeks from today, 15 days is Thanksgiving, so the key is to strategize now. So everyone listening on the webinar, we're going to give you a lot of hints so you can put in effectively into your marketing campaigns. The second point, prepare your social network profiles for the holidays. First impressions meet everything in person and online. Feature your fans, customers, and provide testimonials. Provide the voices of the fans that love you the most. Coupons, specials, and promotions. Of course, we see this a lot on social media, but now we'll find out why you see that. Facebook advertising, and then social media advertising. We're going to find out why it's so important now, more than ever, to use this online. Be engaging, be inspirational. Don't be spammy. Don't be just another marketer. Set yourself apart. Contests, giveaway, and sweepstakes. Why do big brands give away things for free? How does that help their marketing campaign, and how does that give them leads? Holiday hashtags. Hashtags are always fun to use, but we always don't quite know why we use them. Support a worthy cause, whether or not it's a charity or an event, or maybe another company that you want to network with. And then of course, we're going to dive into the questions and maybe some other stuff that we might have not covered on the whole. Now, this is a very, very fun graphic. It covers some of the top 6, in my opinion, social media platforms. There are so many social media platforms, but which one do you choose? Which one is right for your target audience is really important. You might want to choose one, you might want to choose many, but knowing who actually is in and on and using actively every day these social networks is extremely important. Pinterest is female dominated. Now there are 32% male and does fluctuate, but there are 70 million people on Pinterest alone that are actively using Pinterest. You might see a lot of decor, a lot of fitness, a lot of food, wedding, fashion, but most importantly, it's DIY. Do-it-yourselfers. How do you do something step by step? You could see how you translate that to any industry, but how you use Pinterest is mostly about the discovery phase. But also, if you have a female audience, you definitely need to consider Pinterest. Twitter, one of my more favorite ones. It will have information quicker than the news on Twitter, and it will spread like wildfire. You can create conversations, but it's mainly word-based. You're restricted to that, but it can still be extremely entertaining. You can see some really fun characters on that for sure. Now, Facebook, if you have not heard of Facebook, I don't know where you have been in the last 10 years. But it says 1 billion, but there are actually more than 1.3 billion people on Facebook. It's not just teens. The core and the most growing demographic now is 35 to 55 years old. So if you're not on Facebook, I don't care if you're in oil and gas, if you're a doctor, or if you're a lawyer, you need to be looking where your target audience is on Facebook and how to reach them. If you don't, your customers will be there, but your competitors will definitely find them for you. It's a great way to advertise, and we'll find out a lot more about Facebook. Instagram was bought by Facebook, if that doesn't say anything, and it's one of the most popular and growing brands this year. We'll learn about some more statistics that way. Lots of photos, lots of videos, but it's highly engaging. Google Plus, if the name doesn't say it enough, it's owned by Google. It's Google's baby, and you should look forward to using that in the future if you don't already know. It has 400 million active users. A lot of people are kind of sketchy about Google Plus, but you can comment on YouTube videos because of it. It's becoming incorporated in a lot of brands that actively use it and put in efforts to find their subject matter experts and ambassadors and fans. You can tell that they grow their fan bases very quickly on Google Plus, and it's a great resource. And LinkedIn, it's a very, very business oriented. You can see that 79% of users are 35 and up. Sometimes you can't sometimes do as massive campaigns on like you can on Facebook, or you can maybe on Twitter, but you're still connecting one-on-one to professionals, which one-on-one builds leads, it builds engagement, and builds those necessary conversations, especially for recruiters, companies that are trying to build jobs, trying to build a brand presence. Do a message. It's really great to actually engage one-on-one on LinkedIn. And of course you have several others. YouTube is a huge one. Of course it's video based, but it works kind of together with all of these. But these are kind of the ones that we're going to focus on today on how to build holiday revenues and really drive it home. Now here's some fun statistics that kind of go along with that. The great thing about social media now, it's been around for over 10 years now and growing. And we have tons of amazing stats on why social media will work for your business and why it's going to help you drive those revenues towards your business this holiday season. Now, last year, $602 billion was spent just in holiday alone. It's going to increase an expected 8%, which is $650 billion. And if you're not capitalizing on this income, your competitors or another business will for you. Why not get a piece of the pie and be exposed to where your target market is? Now, this is one of the most important things. 67% of marketers will spend more on social branding this year than last year. 67%. Now, 29% are going to pay about the same. 4%, there's I'm not sure about it anymore. I'm not sure about it. But that means that 96% of your competitors, other businesses, will be having a presence online or more. They're going to be dominating, and they're going to have a lot more of a presence. And so should you. And we're going to give you some tips on how to do that even better than last year, even better than your competitors, and kind of give you the tips on how to keep ahead of the game. Now, there's a lot of questions of where you should spend that money. And we'll talk about that. Every brand is different. Every industry is different. It really depends on where your target market is and where you feel comfortable, where your products fit in, where your services fit in. But 92% of marketers plan to spend the majority of their social marketing on Facebook. I strongly believe that Facebook advertising is excellent to use, and this could be why they're spending some of their budget for those advertising dollars. But also it has 1.3 billion people. Why not target at the largest social media platform right now? They're the big dogs now, but you never know who could be tomorrow. Now, the first secret is to start promoting ASAP. It is November 12th. It is game time. It is time to start strategizing and create content for the future. Now, the first thing you need to do is identify your audience. How old are they? How much money do they make? Where do they live? Do they like to buy online? Do they have kids? Several different things go into place. You have to put yourself in their shoes and see who your prime target market is. What are your products? What are your services? What voice are you going to have? Are you going to be sarcastic and funny? Are you going to be uber professional? What is going to reach your customers? Is it season driven? Do you have industry seasonality? What are you going to sell this season that will earn you a profit? Retail might sell fall goods, holiday, but just like retail, it's not just about retail, it's about every business. Every business has trends, and what are you going to promote this season, and how you're going to educate your target market so they know what you're selling. Social media platforms, we already covered that. You really need to choose which one is best for you. We kind of dove in a little bit about that. We're going to dive into more about that. When? Now, this is very important in the next phase of strategizing early. Create a content calendar. How are you going to put these pieces together? What dates are you going to promote them on? What times are you going to promote them on? And what type of content are you going to promote? Strategizing, planning, it will give you plenty of time to actually create the content, share the content, and allow the content to grow online and expose yourself to the target audience in time so they actually have time to purchase whatever you're selling. That's the whole point. And knowing the holiday dates, we're going to dive into a little bit about that. But the most important thing, why? Why are we doing all of this in the beginning? Why are we on social media? Why are we strategizing early? Because if you don't, your competition will. If you don't make a presence online, who's going to reach your target market? Why will they know how to purchase your product, buy into your message? There's several different things of why we do that. At the end of the day, we definitely want to be there for our target market. It's a marketing campaign. Why not be on social media? And then we have several different holidays. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, small business, there's a lot of things coming up. But the key, I find that the sweet spot, and this is kind of one of our secrets, is there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of holidays coming on. But the sweet spot, if you're event marketing, if you're selling a product, if you want to start a month ahead, that's great. If you have start plugging those, don't be spammy, just kind of plug the little ear, hey, by the way, this next month there's going to be some really cool things coming up. Stay tuned. 2 weeks is when it's game time. You should start promoting heavily 2 weeks before. That way the users actually know what's happening. They know exactly what you're selling, whether or not it's a message, a product, a service. They have time to buy it. And then up until 5 days. If you've waited up until 5 days and you don't have a game plan, you have lost the sweet spot. They're going to be already knowledgeable about your competition. They're already going to have plans. You're facing at the last minute. You still want to do last minute marketing, but you want to start at least 2 weeks before or up to 5 days. That's my secret that we always plan, no matter what it is. There's several holidays. Now, the great thing, if you Google online holidays, you're going to come up with so many different things. There are food holidays every day. There are internet holidays, but it's not just about retail, but you need to know what the holidays are. What are the mega holidays or holidays that your industry can actually tap into? There's Thanksgiving, Black Friday, tons of different things. It doesn't mean that you have to sell something on Black Friday, but how can you create content that allows you to promote or tap into those trending topics but still be relevant? You can still sell a message without selling a product in a retail store on Black Friday, but you can still be a part of the conversation and expose your brand online. So always think of how you're going to plan content on those days to go in those trends, to go in those conversations, to create exposure for your business. Because remember, even if you're selling oil for a living, your customers still have to buy retail products for Christmas time. So there's no reason why you can't tap into that conversation online. And then the fun picture. Okay, just like you meet someone for the first time, first impressions are everything. Your social media profiles are just the same thing. You want to make sure that your Cover photos, profile photos look incredible, and they can be even tailored for the holiday. This is a great example of how to utilize the space. If you're going to share a photo, why not share the message? Why not share what services you're promoting, what products you're promoting for the holidays? This is a campaign that even includes their hashtag. There's a value. It even is interactive and shows you enter here for the campaign. You have all this space, why not use it for multi-purpose? Now, one little trick that you might not know is whenever you do upload your cover photo, after it's uploaded, you have the opportunity to do a description. Add a description, actually promote it further. The great thing about Facebook is they would not let us promote cover photos that had more than 20% text. They didn't want you to be spammy. Now they let us promote heavily, which is awesome. We're not as restricted as we were before. So it was party time whenever they announced that to us. But not only that, you can give a little bit more description. There's only so many words you can put on a photo without being engaging. But the best thing about this is you can put a link to your website. Don't ever upload a cover photo without putting a link to your website or what you're promoting, which is a great way to also utilize the space. And this is another thing you might or might have not known. After you update this description, visitors don't have to click on your cover photo to see more or read more about your promoting. If you simply hover over a photo just like you would on a post on social media, this automatically pops up. The description that you already entered, it's not a code, it's not something elaborate, it just pops up so they can read it without having to double click. Just like you might see at a website, people are inclined not to click 5 million times. They're going to only probably click once or twice. This way, they get all the information with only having to view your cover photo whenever they go to your Facebook page. And then also, don't just do it once. Just don't do one cover photo for one season. You can update it as often as you want to. Think of it as like a post. Are you counting down the days to a campaign? Are you engaging your fans with the new content? But also make sure after those 4 days are left, after the campaign is over, change it, make it exciting. Don't have an expired cover photo. Make it engaging and use this space for good. This is another reason why you have the content calendar. Remind yourself, hey, I need to upload a new cover photo on this date. Bio, keywords, and link. Every social media platform has an about section, a bio section, a chance to elaborate more. We might plug in simple categories, your address, your hours. Make sure to update this and personalize it for every season, especially during the holidays. Is your company office off on Thanksgiving Day? How do people contact you? Do you have different store hours or different office hours during the holiday? You could be missing your target market and they're trying to reach you, they're trying to call you, they're trying to email you, and they're going to be frustrated if they don't know that this information is different. So you have to make sure to update this information so you don't lose sales after you put all this effort into the content marketing. And the beautiful thing about also updating these keywords, having these keywords done, having a full bio, is that you're actually, and this is a screenshot of actually just me Googling Houston, Texas hospital Christmas. I didn't have the word Facebook. I didn't have the word Twitter. It happened that social media words from their bio, from their post, are pulling within Google. So it is very crucial that you use words that you want to be searchable for within your post and your about section and your descriptions within the social media platforms. Feature fans and employees. Now, we always talk about having a voice, having the face of your company. Why not feature your fans that are already loyal, that are already your ambassadors? And feature employees. Tell a story. Why are they different? What's special about them within their company? This not only will increase participation within your company because, hey, they saw a photo of them. They're going to like it. They're going to share it. They're going to tell all their friends. They're going to be free advertisements for you. And it's also going to increase engagement. Their friends, their family, their coworkers, their business connections will like it, and that will create opportunities for sale and exposure. Now, a thing that you might see a lot of is coupons, specials, and promotions, which are a lot of reasons why people go on social media. Why don't we want something for free? I mean, of course we do. We want to save money. Make sure you utilize events. You can do Facebook events or Google Plus events. There's several different things you can do, but whether or not it's a sale, whether or not it's an event like this webinar, you can do several different things. You can promote this to your fans and have this available. Why, if you're going to be doing something already, why not advertise it? Why not give more information? The only thing you have to do is click create event and then add a description, and that's it. Having custom tabs on Facebook is a beautiful thing. Not only can you have contests, but you can actually give coupons to fans that like your page. It's another great information source and another way to drive traffic to your Facebook page and keep loyal fans coming back for more, especially updating with new coupons for the holiday season. And you'll see really cool graphics online. People go crazy because coupons are special. They want to see coupons, lots of bright colors, and lots of giveaways. And this is another example. We can do, for sales, we can, by giving a coupon, you can even increase your email fan base. You ask for the email, they get something free. They like your page, they get something free. You can build your email fan base. So you can actually do email marketing during the holidays and even after. So you never lose touch with those fans that you capture during the holiday season. People get excited during the holidays and then sometimes fade away. This is a way to keep the conversation going. One other reason why you want to do coupons and giveaways is because you want to increase the loyalty. Customers, fans like it when they get rewarded. They feel special and they're going to come back giving back for more. If you update it often, they're going to know that you're a brand that cares about them and cares enough that you're going to get perks from. Kind of common sense, but you have to plan for this, of course. Another thing is a flash sale. There are always going to be last minute buyers. I am a renowned procrastinator and do everything last minute. And this is perfect for me. But I mean, if you do on sale now, only 2 pairs left. Well, I want a pair. So you have to drive excitement. You have to do those last minute things. You want to plan early, but it's also important that people are also rushing at the last minute. So you just have to know your audience. Then one person's like this, another person is like this. Cater to both. It's just figuring out how to do that for your business. And the beautiful thing is that even though that you are celebrating the holidays with your families and friends, doesn't mean that you have to not reach those people. And that's why pre-scheduling posts are a dream and a must for social media marketers. Now, if you didn't know that we do pre-schedule some posts, this is how you do it. This is at least on Facebook how you do this. You can choose and promote everything you can in a normal post. You can select a photo video that you've already created, create an offer and event, or even just choose a status. But I must say a special tip is if you add a photo or a video, you'll get a lot more exposure. That's a little tip. Share an update, share a promotion. Before you post, click on schedule post. You can select the date, you can select the time, and you can select it within your time zone. So just remember, if you have an international audience, you are scheduling a post in your time zone. So don't make that mistake. We have had some clients in China, all over the world, and we have to make sure that we're posting whenever we might be asleep, they might be awake. What time is it for them? Make sure you have those time zones correct and in stone. You can even boost this post even before you post it. Have it planned and what a boost post means is that you're actually paying to promote. It might be a couple dollars, it might be several $100s. Promote it to your target audience in advance. So that way you don't even have to worry about it and you reach more fans than what people like on your current Facebook page. And you can also assign a location or attach a photo. If you're at your store or at your office location, why not tell people where you are so they know where to find you? So how or when do you want to post this? I have no idea when I should pre-schedule this post. Well, Facebook gave us this glorious thing. Of course, we have common sense. If you have professional or business working target audience, they go into work at 8 o'clock. They take a lunch break. They might have a lazy mid-afternoon that they need a break, water cooler. They go home at 5. You know when they're available. You know when they might be on the computer, but you're not exactly sure. Facebook gave us this great tool called Facebook Insights, which is in your settings. Facebook already tells you when your fans are online, so they know when they're checking their status updates, when they're actually logging into Facebook. And we can tell even by the day, by the time of when they're online. So you actually choose, hey, on Saturday at 5 p.m., all of my fans, a lot of them, or the most of them, are online. Why wouldn't I post something at 5 p.m. or maybe just before 5 p.m., about 15 minutes before, so I capture a larger audience than maybe at 6 a.m. when I have 6,000 versus 12,000. So I can double my exposure just by knowing this knowledge. And of course, ROI tracking. We want to actually know all of our efforts, all of our planning, everything that we put into this is actually working. One thing that's a great thing is to add a code. If you're giving something away, if you're giving a coupon, if you're providing a service, even if it's a free webinar, and people have to use a code to actually claim an offer, why not use a specific code for Facebook, for Twitter, for whatever platform you are, so you actually can track how many people are being reached, how many people are actually converting based on this one image. And then of course, even if you're using custom tabs, even if you're using Facebook advertising or whatnot, you still want to share on your Facebook wall to your fans through a post, and even boosting them and exposing them to do through social media posts. Don't forget to create a contest and promote it online. There's several different things that go on, but you just have to make sure you promote it across the board. You might not know that you're already being targeted on your news feeds, but whenever you promote something, pay to promote it, you'll see a little itty-bitty sponsored section. So it's usually relevant to you. That's the point. We want to make sure that we're promoting content to target users, but you're already going to be seeing this. And by promoting that, by paying to advertise your content, you're increasing exposure and impressions, getting more eyeballs on your content by just adding a couple more dollars to your campaign. Now, Facebook advertising is incredible. If you have not set one up, you really need to check it out. It's crucial now. The more brands that are on Facebook, the more brands that are competing for your target customers are using Facebook advertising. They're getting in front of your customers. You have so many choices for Facebook ads. You can encourage Facebook post engagement, likes, shares, comments. You can promote page likes. You can encourage clicks to your website. They don't even have to go to your Facebook page. Any of your goals, you have to define your goal, and that way you can create your Facebook ad. Now, how specific can you get on Facebook for your target audience? You can choose where they're located, where they're living now, within 0 miles, 10 miles, 25 miles. You can do age ranges, you can do gender, you can do languages, schools, where they work, how much they make, how much their house costs, what they're buying online. So it can be a little scary, but don't worry. Advertisers cannot stalk your profile. They don't know who you are. We just have access to this information, so we target you for advertising. This is a marketer's dream. I get to pay a few dollars to find my target audience without having to waste my time, my dollars, all my advertising on spend that people do not care about my brand. This way, I don't target or I don't pay to target some random person and say, if we have a Houston audience, I'm not targeting someone in Indonesia. That doesn't make sense. So now it does make sense, and I'm only advertising to people that care about the business. Now, on cover photos, you are able to use a lot of text. But if you get that red flag on Facebook, they won't criticize you, but they will say, no, this ad is not approved. You want to always make sure your images are 20% or less text. They're going to let you post any photo you want within reason in the guidelines if it's appropriate. But if it has a lot of text, that's fine. But if you're going to pay to promote it, you have to have less than 20% text. And you can either eyeball it and they'll tell you automatically, or you can do the box method. If it's after you do a grid, if it's 6 boxes or more, that's obviously not going to work. But if you have a small space and you have only 4 boxes, that's obviously 16%. So you have to play and guess, but this is kind of a quick method on how to do that. There's a lot of resources online on how to utilize this 20% method. Now, no matter what you do, be engaging, be inspirational. You don't want to be a marketing spammer. Don't be boring. Don't be every other marketer, because they've already seen it. They've already heard of it, and they're never going to buy into it. Show photos, just like Marriott did. Inspiration for your holiday vacation. Well, of course I want to go there. I'm in the holiday spirit. It looks gorgeous. I might click on that. It's a magical night in Italy. Whole Foods Market. The food industry has a great opportunity. They can make you hungry exactly when you're starving. Stop everything and start baking. So many recipes. They're not selling a product, they're selling a message, but they are indirectly leading you in. Turkey or salad. Give someone a choice. Ask a question. Do polls. Do surveys. People love to engage. Make it fun. Make it just... Don't like it. Don't just say like this if you like that. Don't do that on every post. You can do that once in a while, but make sure you do a little bit out of the box thinking to gear in those customers. Now, contests, giveaways, and sweepstakes. This is a lot of fun, but it also can produce leads. It's not just about giving something away. You can do beautiful splash pages, as you can see. Ask someone to like your page. Ask someone to insert your email. Get information from them so you can build up your email base. Create fans. Build your fan base. Target individuals that actually like this product. Find a group of people that like this product so you can actually stay in their lives for years to come. You're giving away a product. They like the product. They're more likely they're going to buy something in the future. You only give away one product or maybe a few things. There's thousands of people that buy into this that maybe you don't have to give for free, but you still stay in their lives for messages and years to come, which is it's great advertising. Now this is kind of fun. It's awesome during the holiday season to do photo or video contest. Ask your fans to engage by taking photos, submitting videos through custom contest. It's very engaging. It exposes your brand to all their friends and family, because guess what? Most of these photos, just like you see these 2 photos, are of them. They're going to tag it. All their friends, all their family, everyone they work with are going to see it. So those are really highly engaging contests. And if you're going to do a promotion, if you're going to do a contest, it might just be on Facebook, it might be just on Pinterest, but there's no reason why you can't share that on Twitter. Share that across your channels if you have several channels. Don't just stick with one space. Now, a lot of questions that I get is on hashtags. The main reason why you use hashtags is because you want to become discoverable. You want to be searchable. You want to jump into a trending conversation. This way, people can find you based on something that they already care about. A couple cool hashtags to use during the holidays that you should be using, should be tagging. I don't care what industry you are in. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Be creative. You can actually search within the top search of Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, all of these. Do hashtag something or search a topic. You will see so many hashtags that are used that will already give you ideas. It's just like researching like a thesaurus or a dictionary or Google. You'll see so many ideas pop up, but always use a hashtag when you're on Twitter, when you're on Facebook, so you can, it's the perfect gift. Not only people that love Starbucks are searching for the perfect gift, but they might be looking for a perfect gift, and Starbucks might be that perfect gift for their friends and family. They just didn't even know it yet until they were searching for the perfect gift with a hashtag on Twitter. So it just creates opportunity for exposure. And it's free, just by putting a hashtag. It's great. Now, this is something I'm very passionate about, and I think every company should be involved with. Support a worthy cause. Do something good as a company for another charity, for a great cause, for an individual that needs a fund, needs a grant. Do something incredible as a brand that not only your employees can get involved with, but you can share online. If you do something good, why not share that online and create that great feeling that not only employees will recognize, they'll buy into the company, but also your networking and partnering companies and customers will admire you for. Customers admire and usually buy into a business more if they know you have values, if they know you're doing good in their community. This is great for especially local businesses that are doing something good for local shelters, local charities, because that shows that the company cares about them and where they live. It's much more of a message. So that's a lot of information all compact in one. I know there's a lot of things that we can do during the holidays, but if we strategize early, if you plan, if you get together with your team in your company and see how you can strategize and build around these trending topics, just like everything else, if you plan, you will reach your target market. So don't forget about social media, because this is the perfect way to engage, to educate with and entertain your customers and get socializing. Ta-da. Okay. So, do y'all have any questions?
There's several people asking for tips on like what sort of tools to use to manage all your different social sites and stuff. People asking about things like Hootsuite and similar, and if Jenny had any recommendations around that.
Yeah, Hootsuite is one of the many services you can do. Honestly, with Facebook, I like to directly pre-schedule on Facebook. You can @mention other pages on Facebook directly. Sometimes if you're on Hootsuite, you can't do that. Sometimes there's other ones like Sprout Social. There's Buffer. There's several ones that you can do, but honestly, if you can, at least for Facebook, pre-schedule it on Facebook, I would highly recommend that. That way you don't have any problems. If Hootsuite is down, if Buffer is down, if Sprout Social is down, you don't ever have to worry about your post not getting out. But also mentioning other pages it's just easier directly on Facebook. You can see in your activity log your pre-scheduled post, which is incredible. That way you can already edit and everything. But there's several things to do. It depends on what platform you are on. LinkedIn, that's a different animal. It's extremely hard to pre-schedule on LinkedIn. It really is. But for at least on Facebook, I would do that directly. Sprout Social is my favorite.
What about a tool for managing contests online, social media contests? What would you recommend?
WooBox. WooBox is awesome. What tool and service do you use to promote contests, create coupons, create custom tabs? WooBox is incredible. It will allow you to enter so much information. It will make you look very professional. There's a lot of static tabs, there's a lot of other ones, but I haven't found one that I like so much as WooBox. It is a paid service, especially if you have several pages or just one page. You do have to pay a small amount, but the small amount is far buys what you're going to spend creating a custom page by yourself. It's incredible. And you can input your own images, and they give you tons of ideas. WooBox is definitely a great resource of information.
And let's see, one other question here. Kathleen's asking about manufacturers targeting distributors and their end users for brand recognition.
Right.
Any suggestions about that?
One thing is to network with other company profiles online. We talked a lot about creating content, promoting content, boosting content. But what you can do as a page or a profile is just like your brand. There are other brands online. There's no reason why you can't like their page. You can't follow their profile, why you can't retweet their tweet, why you can't like their content, because just like you're putting out messages to your customers and your fans, you definitely see engagement from your fans and see who is liking. You care about who's liking your content. They see the same thing. You can comment on their profiles. You can comment on their posts and start conversations with them, because they might not know you even exist before then, which is usually likely the case. But if they see that you're following on them, you can direct message their profiles. It's all about networking. Just like you would pick up the phone and call their marketing director, you would do the same thing online on social media. They have a person behind that, just like you're a person. So you definitely want to network with them, and don't be afraid of networking with them and commenting and creating those conversations with their social media profiles.
Yeah, good advice.
So.
And I guess there was a few other questions, and just to kind of try and synthesize them all, a lot of questions about sort of the balance between frequency and quality of posts. Should I be posting 2 or 3 times a day with just random updates about what's going on, or should I be, once or twice a week with really well-planned messages?
You should always, no matter what it is, be posting quality content. Make sure it's well thought out, even if it's a simple thought. You should be posting at least 4 times a week. You are seriously missing the boat if you're not posting 4 times a week. On any platform, I don't care what it is. On Twitter, you can repost content. Say you posted a tweet on Monday, you can post it again on Friday. So you reach 2 target audiences. You can always repurpose that information. There's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, with Twitter, it's different. You can post. There's like we looked in the diagram before, 5,700 tweets per minute. It might be second. It's a lot. Either way, it's okay to post every hour. You're not going to be spamming your customers. There is a lot of other conversations going on. On Facebook, it might be a little different. And it really depends on your industry. If you are BuzzFeed, or if you are Mashable and you have a news source, if you are actually a news channel, there's nothing wrong with doing breaking news every hour. That's your business. If you're a local cheese shop that's posting every hour about every single cheese, that might be a little excessive. So you have to kind of gear and see what your industry is. But that's the food business has it easy, because you can post it when people are hungry, or when they're making food plans, right before lunch, right before breakfast, happy hour, right before dinner, late night out for those late night outers. So I mean, there's several different things. You just have to tailor it to your business, and you will get comments. For anyone that has monitored social campaigns for a while, no matter what they are, and we've done a lot of them, your customers will tell you, your fans will tell you if you are over spamming them, and you'll get a lot of unlikes too. Just like we showed you the Facebook Insights and gives you when your fans are online, you also get all the great information of who unliked your page, when, why, which can be a little upsetting, but it's good information. If 5 people unlike your page on one day because of one post, or that you posted 10 different posts, you might know to make a change in the future. It's all about strategizing in the beginning, but also re-strategizing and make sure you're doing the right things and continue to do the right things, which is important.
Looks like that's all the questions we have online. So
Awesome.
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Well, thank you everyone for joining the webinar and joining the Lunch and Learn. If you have any questions, feel free to check out our website, fairmarketing.com. You can talk to me, Jenny, Joelle, or Carly. We are here to answer any of your questions. And just like we said before, we do campaigns all over the world to all different types of industries and customers. So we would love to manage your campaign for you. Thank you.